Hey, how you doing, Gearheads? We've got a special episode of In Gear coming your way and it's going to be spectacular. First, we take a look at some beautiful classic vehicles in Asia Klasika 2015. And then we will be riding that bike over there, the Suzuki GSX S1000. It's a powerhouse. And finally, in the last segment, I can't wait, and I'm sure you can too, to have a look at our review of the Lamborghini Huracan. Enjoy! Hello and welcome to Asia Klasika 2015. Now this is a car show like none other because you know we've been here for the last couple of years for one reason and one reason only, and that is because we at In Gear are always amazed at the quality of the vehicles on display right here at Asia Klasika, because we are bringing to you the very best of classic cars from all over the world, and this year is no exception. We've got cars that date all the way back to the early 20th century and in pristine condition, and they run and they just look amazing. We can see so many interesting vehicles, and we are going to be taking a closer look at as many vehicles as possible in this segment. I am definitely going to be enjoying it. I hope you will too. Now we begin our exploration of the grounds of Asia Klasika 2015 right here, right next to the winner of the Best in Show car from last year's show. This is of course GTV 1750 Alfa Romeo, and this car, along with all the other 105 Series Giulia cars, are all here to celebrate the 105th anniversary of the Giulia series. Now over at the Jaguar Pavilion, we are celebrating the 80th anniversary of this legendary marque, and we've got a lot of special cars. This is definitely one of them. This is the legendary Jaguar D-Type racer, one of the most successful cars in its racing history. Now the other special car that we have over here is the very, very rare Jaguar Xj220 right over there. Now very few examples were made around the world. It never really got the mass appeal that the builders actually intended for it to have, but nonetheless, one of them is right here. Now, a lot of designers all over the world agree and concur that one of the most beautiful designs in automotive history is the Jaguar E-Type. Very clean, very simple, and very, very beautiful design. And hence, since we're celebrating the 80th anniversary of Jaguar, we've got a bank of Jaguar E-Type from the Johor Royal Collection. Drop tops as well as coupes. And not only are the cars coming from the Royal Johor Collection, you've got a bank of E-Types from various owners all around the country, here to celebrate the 80th anniversary with their very beautiful E-Types from all over the world. Now, not only do we have E-Types, but we also have cars like this XK120 that make up the range of beautiful Jaguars on display. Now the other anniversary that we're of course celebrating over here is the 40th anniversary of the 3 Series BMW. And as you know, the precursor of the modern BMW 3 Series is the magnificent BMW E30. These were the cars to have back in the 80s. And if you had a E30 BMW, you rest assured know that you were driving around in one of the most advanced technology compact executive sedans in the world at the time. It was great to look at. The engineering was next to perfect, and BMW just got the car so right, so much so that Mercedes actually came up with the Mercedes-Benz 190E to go head-to-head against the E30. These cars had so much success in DTM and any other touring car racing series that basically they were so dominant back then. I mean, we all even have one example of an E30 dressed up like it was going to go racing in the DTM series. But most importantly, amongst all the E30s over here, right at the back, we have an original M3 E30 BMW. We're not even talking about a kit car, we're talking about a proper left-hand drive car with the full-on body kit and all that. That's the real deal M3 over there. Now over at this enclave, we have all the Citroën cars gathered in one location. We've got some very colorful examples over here. This is of course a very utilitarian camionette. That's a Velsatis. It's not quite a classic just yet, but nonetheless it's still here. And this is of course the legendary 2CV, which we have featured in previous coverages of Asia Klasika. That is the Citroën AX, the precursor of what we know as the Proton Tiara. This is a legend, the 1938 11BL, and that is the kind of car that you used to find roaming the streets of Paris a lot back in the day, back in the late 30s, early 40s, all the way up to the early 50s. This was the car to be had. But really, what I would like to focus on are these cars over here. These are beautiful Citroën DSs. Sorry about that. These are beautiful Citroën DSs, and they were really technological marvels back in the day because these cars use full pneumatic suspension. As you can see, they're lowered, but once you start the car up, it will rise majestically. And every time this car is started up, it is an occasion. You've got a couple of DSs over here, including a newer version of the car from the 80s. Towards the later end of Sunday, everybody was clearly anxious to know which of the cars on display was going to be bagging the Best of Show award. And earlier in the day, this Jaguar XK120 bagged the much coveted Sultan Ibrahim Cup. And for the Best of Show, it went to this beautifully restored Citroën 2CV from 1952. Now, to know some of the stories behind these wonderful cars, we've got some interviews lined up for you over on ingear.astroawani.com, so be sure to check it out. There you have it, guys. It's been a really long day, and we're really happy to see the quality of cars that has participated in this year's Astro Klasika 2015. I can only imagine that it's going to get better and better and better, and this will really be the show to go to if you love classic cars in this region. It could be as good as the shows in Villa d'Este or even in Pebble Beach, but you know what? It is the drive and the passion of all the owners that's really making this amazing, really amazing. They're just here for the laughs, and we appreciate that. Classic beauties like this are to be celebrated, and that is exactly what we're doing here at Asia Klasika 2015, brought to you by Astro's Accelerate Motoring event and covered by us here on In Gear.